What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Today, we're talking about what you need to do if you're thinking of selling your home and you want to net the most amount of money in that sale. Let's dive in. All right, so today we're going to be talking about some important things that you can do to get your house ready for the market and some things to not do to get your house ready for the market. We're also going to talk about pricing and what you need to expect as you do these things to get ready for the market. So what we're seeing here in the Triangle market is homes that are prepared for the market are selling quickly for top dollar and with multiple offers. The homes that are not prepared for the market, not so much. So let's dive in and see what you need to do to prepare your house so that it does sell quickly with multiple offers. All right, so one of the top things that I think to get ready for the market is having new flooring in place. It doesn't necessarily have to be brand new. If you have hardwoods, you can refinish those. Carpet is so easy to put in, and buyers today love brand new carpet. They don't want to move in the carpet that you had for the last 30 years and you cut your toenails in. They don't want that carpet. They don't want the carpet your kids spilled coffee on 30 times, right? They want brand new carpet where they can move in and not have to do a thing. And carpet's cheap. Refinishing hardwoods, again, easy process. Yeah, it's difficult when you live in a property, but if you're able to move out for a couple of weeks, it's easy to knock all of this stuff out. So let's talk about pricing. All right, carpet's easy. We're talking maybe $2 to $3 a square foot for the actual material. You can probably even find it for less if you know where to source it properly. And for installation, again, you're looking at $3 to $4 a square foot for installation. So that's an easy job to knock out. And again, it's so important to be able to say in your listing, brand new carpet. All right, so for the hardwoods, now this is a little bit more difficult. If you're replacing hardwoods, maybe you're gonna put some luxury vinyl plank in. Somewhere for that, you're looking for about $3 to $5 a square foot for the material, and probably another $3 to $5 for the installation. So all in about $6 to $10 a square foot. If you already have hardwoods and you have the ability to refinish those, that's one of the best values that you can get, in my opinion. For that kind of work, you're looking somewhere in the $5 to maybe even $4 a square foot for that work, and it pays off astronomically. These floors in this house in particular look awesome, and it was just a simple refinish job. All right, so another super easy one to take on is paint. This is so important. Again, what you're looking for is the ability to provide a buyer with the opportunity to just move into your house with few repairs. And one of the reasons this is important is because people always overestimate what things actually cost. So for example, paint is another huge one. Paint is easy to do. It's very cost effective. You're probably looking around $3 to $4 a square foot for material and labor. You gotta find the right sources for that. You can't just go out and hire anybody. Make sure you're working with a broker or a team that can help you find that. But if you find that, it is easy and you're gonna get a great return on that investment. Because again, with prices where they are, plus interest rates where there are, buyers don't have extra funds to come in and paint and put new flooring into a house. They need the ability to move right into a property. And if you can do these things up front, they're going to pay you over and beyond what you put into it. I would say paint and flooring are the two biggest things to knock out. Now, there are a few other things in this house that we did that we can take a look at that also added value, but are not necessarily huge drivers. Right, so another great investment, and this is something that our team pays for on behalf of our clients because we know it's so important, is staging. Staging a home goes so much further than a vacant home. So if you're moving out of a home, make sure the broker that you hire is actually going to stage the home with furniture in the most important areas. For example, here we've staged the family room, a dining room, office, primary bedroom. These are all important things. What you're trying to do is help buyers envision themselves moving into the property. You want to show them how they can effectively use the space. If you're living in a home, still get a staging consultation. Make sure you take down, family photos. You don't want buyers distracted by your stuff. You want them envisioning yourself living in that home. So what's the cost of staging? Well, if you're depending on the broker you're working with, it should be included in the sale of the home. For example, with us, it is. But if you're doing it on your own, for a staging like this that we've done in this home here, you can expect anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 for that. In a bigger house, you could expect $7,000 to $10,000. A lot of staging companies also charge you for a monthly rental. So say you need it longer than 30 days or so, they're going to charge you around $1,000 to $1,500 a month to continue to rent that furniture in the house. So it's a big investment, but it pays off. All right, so another super piece to getting a home prepared for the market is having it cleaned. Now, this is interior and exterior. Again, having the professional cleaner come inside, scrub everything down, mop the floors, vacuum the carpet. You've done all the work to prepare the home. You gotta make sure it's spotless. But just as important is the exterior. This involves a power washing of every surface outside, from concrete to the actual house itself to the windows. If you do that, you're really gonna make that house kind of pop from the exterior. And this is very important. One of the most important things when you're going to sell a home is curb appeal. And by power washing those exterior surface, you're really gonna provide that additional layer of curb appeal, and you're gonna benefit from that greatly when you go to sell the home because it looks so clean and so prepared for that buyer. All right. So you're probably wondering, okay, I do all this, what's it gonna get for me? So for example, we've seen people put in, by doing everything, painting, flooring, all the stuff that we've talked about here today, put in around $25,000. And on average, they're gonna net at least 2 to 3 times that number. So that's a huge number that they're benefiting from. Again, if it's 3 times what they put in, they're making an additional 50 grand by putting in a $25,000 investment prior to putting the home on the market. That's a big deal and goes a long ways for people. Another benefit is that more than likely, you're gonna sell a lot quicker. In today's market, what we see is homes that sit on the market generally sell for a lot less than their original list price. Here in the Triangle, that's usually about 10% below the original list price. Whereas homes that sell over a weekend and just a few days, those homes in general are selling for 5% above the list price. So there's a 15% swing there. So by putting in this money, you're guaranteeing yourself that you're gonna sell quickly, and more than likely, you're gonna sell for more than what you actually list for. This is a big deal in today's market. So keep in mind, these repairs are not always what you have to do. If you have LVP or you have hardwoods and they're in great shape, obviously you don't need to do anything. But if you've lived in your house for a few years and you have kids who ride their scooters inside like mine do, then yeah, you probably need to refinish your hardwood floors, right? So think about what makes the most sense. Make sure you're working with a broker who's gonna give you the honest truth and feedback on what needs to be done in your house to net you that extra money. We've talked about things you should do. I wanna tell you about a couple things that I don't think you should do. Number one, the biggest waste of money in getting a home prepared for the market that I see is replacing your appliances. This just costs you so much, and I just don't see people paying you additional dollars for your house because you have a brand new refrigerator. Now, if your refrigerator is failing and falling apart, yeah, maybe you should. But for the most part, buying a new refrigerator for $3,000 or $4,000 is not gonna net you any additional money. That's just not something that's worth it. Same thing for a microwave or a dishwasher. I just don't think it's worth it. Those are not high dollar items. We've even seen people put $10,000 or $20,000 gas ranges in, but genuinely, most people don't care. It's just not worth the investment. To me, the biggest one that I truly don't think is worth the investment is new countertops. This is just something that I see agents talk about all the time. Oh, I'll put new countertops in. I disagree wholeheartedly, because let's say you do put new countertops in. Well, you picked out the white quartz, right? Well, I guarantee you the buyer would walk in and go, oh, I wish they had picked out gray quartz instead of white. It's just not worth it. You're gonna spend $4,000 or $5,000 replacing countertops in a kitchen, and they're gonna come in and probably replace those as soon as they move in because they don't like the color you picked out. So for example, in this house that we're in, new countertops throughout the whole house would have probably cost about the same as new painting throughout the whole house. So if you have to choose, I highly recommend painting the house versus the countertops. You're just gonna see a higher return. The painting goes such a long ways. It's literally in the entire house, versus countertops are gonna be in your bathrooms and your kitchens. I just don't think you're gonna see that return. And so if you're choosing, again, about the same dollar amount, choose the painting all day. Thanks for watching. Hope you found these tips helpful. Something our team specializes in is true project coordination from start to finish, coordinating all the contractors and decision and design choices. And best of all, we even give clients the money up front to do these repairs, and they just pay it back at closing. So if you're thinking of selling a home in the Triangle, let us know. And if you're thinking of moving to the Triangle and you want to find a home that's ready to go, or maybe you want to find a home that you could do these repairs in, let us know. We'd love to help you. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.